lifted to Port Harcourt. From the international scene, at least 76 people are killed in central and northern Philippines after tropical storm Trami battered the country, triggering landslides and flooding. Details of these and more coming to Houston to stay with us. Many thanks for joining us at this time. Now, details of the news. House of Representatives Committee on Federal Polytechnics and Higher Technical Education has pledged to end the long-standing disparity between degree and higher national diploma HND qualifications in status and employment. The committee's chairman, Honorable Fuad Kayode Laguda, made the commitment during an oversight meeting with rectors of Federal Polytechnic Shandam and Federal Polytechnic Wanwe. Director of Federal Polytechnic Niam Shandam reported struggles since its 2021 inception, operating initially from a primary school, although they received a 2 billion naira take-off grant from TED Fund. Dr. Chiovia Ashinya, Rector of Federal Polytechnic Wanune Benue State, reported better progress with approximately 1,000 students, adding that they had effectively used their take-off grant for essential infrastructure.
To the extent of what the committee has done in terms of polytechnic community, we've moved a motion on dichotomy between BSc and HND. We've even moved a motion propagating the dichotomy and criminalizing it. We've moved a motion to have a commission for a bill to have a commission for the polytechnic.
2 billion, which we built an academic complex. We bought, from that TECO grant, we bought a water tanker, 20,000 liter capacity, because there's no water there. Even if you drill borehole to 300 meters down, you'll not get water. So we renovated an existing primary school that was donated to us by the state government.
We have a total of 46 projects that we have carried out. Out of the 46, 43 of them have successfully been completed. 3 of them are recurring because of funding gaps. It's a 4-year thing to be able to capture in the budget. So it's a carryover project.
The committee found both presentations lacking critical details on employment, federal character adherence and project specifics, directing the institution to revise their report within 5 days.
We will give you the grace to go back and repackage all these questions we are asking. None of them is before us. We are only listening to you, telling us, and that is what's bringing our questions. I shouldn't dwell on. We are only going to keep on digging and bringing out, unearthing more things that is not, because this report practically says nothing, apart from the fact that it is even not eligible.
Now to other stories. 5 victims of the 8 crew members who were found dead in Thursday's helicopter crash at Bonny Waterways in Rivers State have been recovered and are lifted to Port Harcourt in an exclusive video made available to our correspondent. The corpses of the victims were seen tied to a stretcher into a waiting helicopter off an oil vessel helipad. Operatives of the Nigerian Navy and owners of the helicopter were seen coordinating the airlifting of the bodies as other staff members watched the exercise. Meanwhile, search for the remaining 5 bodies continue in the IC by divers of private firm and operatives of the Nigerian Navy. The crashed helicopter was said to have departed the Air Force Base in Port Harcourt and bound for Atkin OML 123 field with 2 crew members and 6 passengers before it was said to have ditched into the ocean close to the company platform. The Rivers State Police Command spokesperson Grace Seringi-Koko, in a statement, commiserated with the families of the victims as she acknowledged that a staff member of the firm reported the incident to the command. And now to talk about issues of managing resources for government, we have Chief Emma Wiro, who is an economist and past President Kosima Ndasina. He joins us from Warri to speak on reduction of cost of governance in Nigeria and other issues. Good evening and thank you so much for joining us at this time. Alright, it seems we do not have him at this time. Now moving on to other stories. Pensioners in the country have urged the federal and state government to pay nothing less than 100,000 naira as minimum wage to workers and pensioners, which can be managed to reduce the sufferings Nigerians are going through at the moment. This call was made by the National President of Nigerian Union of Pensioners, Mazi Godwin Apomise, at one-day leadership capacity building workshop organized by the Southwest Zone for the Union held in Ibadan, the Oyo State capital. He stressed that 70,000 naira being proposed is no longer feasible as prices of goods and services has gone up astronomically, drastically reducing purchasing power of Nigerians. Mazi, however, assured that unlike before, the union will challenge any state government who refuses to pay with the excuse that they were not involved in the negotiation, as they will be involved now from the beginning.
I am proposing, if Nigeria was truly a democratic country, our salaries and pensions cannot be less than 100,000 naira a month. That is the amount that anybody can say can be managed by anybody in this country. In section 173, it says, pensions shall be increased every 5 years, or together with the federal government increase of its own workers' salary, whichever comes first.
The Acting Executive Secretary of the National Universities Commission (NUC), Chris Miyake, has emphasized the need to address the gaps between academic training and employability. He made this appeal at the 3-day Stakeholders Capacity Building Workshop in Abuja, organized by the National Universities Commission and Commonwealth of Learning (COL). Miyake expressed hope that the ongoing multi-stakeholders effort would contribute to building a robust ecosystem for employability through various programs. Miyake highlighted concerns about the employability attributes of Nigerian graduates, emphasizing the importance of critical thinking, communication, numerical skills, and organizational abilities. He questioned whether graduates possess the skills that their certificates claim to reflect.
No, we were right. The NUC has been persistent in championing, as it were, the initiative of graduate employability in our universities. If you recall, one of the major features of our higher education, if you run a reality check, there's a big composition around the employability attributes of the Nigerian graduate. Can you truly account for your certificate? Do you demonstrate those attributes that make you a truly deserving graduate of the Nigerian certificate, the Nigerian brand?
Commonwealth of Learning continues to organize its work through the following 3 pathways of change. The first one is building national resilience for ODL. Here we work with government to develop and implement ODL processes, including employability. We have been collaborating with the National Universities Commission in this regard, specifically for open educational resources and currently graduate employability.
You're still on to the news on Galaxy TV. Let's go on a break. When we come back, the news continues. Just stay with us. We are glad to have you back. Now for more updates and latest news, please visit our website www.galaxytvonline.com. Connect with thoughts on our X handle at Galaxy TV. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Galaxy TV News. You can follow and interact with us on our Facebook page, facebook.com/Galaxy TV. Remember to follow and tag us in our Instagram page at Galaxy TV. Our social media platforms are user-friendly and can always accommodate your live updates and comments, as you can easily scan our RG QR code. Justice Joyce Abdulmalik of the Federal High Court in Abuja on Friday refused to recuse herself from hearing a suit seeking to stop fund allocation to local governments in Rivers State. The judge who had earlier delivered 4 rulings against some of the defendants in the suit, denying being biased against any of the parties in the suit. The Rivers State House of Assembly and its factional speaker, Martin Samuele, had instituted a suit asking for withdrawal of fund meant for local governments in the state. The suit was filed on their behalf of Joseph Daudu San. However, the Accountant General of Rivers State filed a motion on notice where he accused Justice Joyce Abdulmalik of utter bias against it and all other defendants in the suit. Represented by Tuturu Edin San, the Accountant General faulted at the ways and manners the judge had been conducting the proceedings, describing it as strange and unbelievable. The position of the Accountant General was adopted by the CBN and all other defendants. However, in her ruling, she said that she would not recuse herself, adding that she was not biased as alleged. The judge also refused to declare jurisdiction and the request to allow the Federal High Court in Port Harcourt to take over the proceedings. Justice Joyce Abdulmalik held that the territorial jurisdiction of the Federal High Court was well across the country. She thereafter ordered that hearing in the substantive matter and the preliminary objections should continue. The Managing General, National Center for Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons, DIG Johnson Babatunde, retired, has vowed to rid the country of small arms and light weapons. The DG said ECOWAS, in its wisdom to reduce crime and criminality in the region, calls for the establishment of these agencies among sister countries. DIG Babatunde says the center is saddled with the responsibility of formulating and implementing strategies, plans and policies for eradication of proliferation of small and light weapons. He mentioned that more than 5,000 arms and light weapons were recovered last year, in addition to the more than 20,000 dangerous type ammunition of different caliber handed over to the agency.
Came up, we have the ECOWAS Convention that spells out clearly the establishment of agencies of government, either in the name of center or in the name of commission, an agency of government that will be responsible for the control of the proliferation of small arms and light weapons.
This is just the beginning of greater things to come from the center, so that before long, Kaduna State, the Northwest, and Nigeria will experience peace, security, and actually witness unprecedented growth and stability.
It's at Kaduna State Government House, purposely to express our appreciation to the government of Kaduna State for partnering with the National Center for the Control of Small Arms and Light Weapons.
Still on security, the new Commissioner of Police, Kaduna State, CP Abdullahi Abubakar, has appealed to all and sundry to provide the police vital information which will help in policing host communities and residents of the state. CP Abdullahi made the call at the Police Senior Officers Mess Kaduna, where he met with all formations and commanders under his command to familiarize and chat a way forward, fielding questions from newsmen. CP Abdullahi Abubakar sends a clear message to criminals, hoodlums and insurgents that Kaduna State Police Command under his watch will not tolerate any behavior that will distort the peace and unity the state is enjoying.
What Kaduna State should expect of us what it has been experiencing from us. They're doing all our possible best to ensure peace reign and to fight against crime and criminality, and not to allow the bandits to feel free in carrying out their nefarious activities. My call to troublemakers is to advise themselves for good, and to see to how to have a change of mind and keep off from those things that doesn't worth anything other than spoiling their names and making them to become problem to the public. And the public involves their relations, their parents, and what have you, and other good Samaritans of the command, of the state.
In a resolute operation conducted by Lagos State Traffic Management Authority, LASTMA, a man impersonating a LASTMA officer, Adewumi Taiwo, age 45, was detained on Oshodi Bridge. This individual has been posing as an official to intimidate and extort funds from both commercial and private motorists in the vicinity. Operating a white ICE coaster bus with the license plate KJA 724YJ, Taiwo utilized this guise to harass drivers in the area. Upon a meticulous search of his vehicle, LASTMA officers uncovered an official LASTMA uniform, including a branded raincoat among his possession, confirming his intentions to deceive. During interrogation, Taiwo, who claimed to hail from Ilesha in Osun State, married with 3 children, confessed to misusing the uniform to extort on weekend motorists targeting high traffic route along the Ikorodu Road and the Oshodi to Mile 2 Expressway. He further admitted to generating between 15,000 and 25,000 naira daily from these unauthorized activities. Addressing the incident, LASTMA General Manager Olalekan Bakariuki confirmed that the agency had received multiple reports regarding extortion linked to this particular ICE coastal bus. In response, LASTMA's Surveillance and Monitoring Unit was mobilized to investigate and subsequently apprehend the suspect. The caretaker chairman of People's Democratic Party (PDP) Ekiti State has described 2 years in office of Governor Biodun Oyebanji as not benefiting the life of Ekiti residents. This call was made by the state caretaker chairman Dare Adeleke while addressing journalists in Ado Ekiti. He said the aspirations of Ekiti people have been ignored and opportunities for sustainable growth squandered. He urged the good people of Ekiti to remain calm, patient and vigilant and choose leadership that genuinely prioritizes the collective well-being and development. In their reactions, the senator representing Ekiti South Senatorial District, Yemi Adaramodu, and House of Representative Ekiti North Federal Constituency 2, Akinlayo Kolawole, posited that the acting chairman of the PDP is not from Ekiti State and is not living in the state, so he can't see all the tremendous achievements of Governor Oyebanji administration since his assumption of office.
The present administration of Governor Biodun Oyebanji, it is regrettable that this period has been marked by a glaring lack of progress, with many areas of developing and governance left unattended to. The security architecture of the state has suffered seriously to the extent that the state has witnessed unchecked kidnapping, in which only in the year 12 cases have been recorded.
When you talk about PDP in Ekiti State, so I don't know, that is very unfathomable. So I don't, it's as if I'm treating chameleon faces, which you cannot even hold. So that's enough substance.
Done well, and when you are doing well, people will clamor for you to come back again. So for him doing well in the last 2 years, so there's no doubt that majority of the Ekiti sons and daughters, we also call on him to please run for a second time. And we also, all of us at the National Assembly, also come together and said, okay, the governor should run for a second time. We are ready to support with everything within our power to make sure he succeeds for a second time.
Now we move to the international desk for more news. This is news from the international scene. At least 76 people have been killed in central northern Philippines after tropical storm Trami battered the country, triggering landslides and flooding to trap residents on their roofs and displaced nearly 320,000. As the storm leaves the country on Friday with a trail of destruction, state forecasters are raising the rare possibility that it could make a U-turn next week as it is pushed back by high-pressure winds developing in the South China Sea. A Philippine provincial police chief said on Friday that 47 people were killed mainly in landslides set off by Trami in Batangas province south of the capital Manila. 17 other villagers remain missing in Batangas. Colonel Jacinto Malinaro Jr. told newsmen from the lakeside town of Talisay, where several of the victims were buried in a deep mound of mud, boulders and trees. Although Trami did not strengthen into a typhoon, it dumped unusually heavy rains in some regions, including some that saw 1 to 2 months worth of rainfall in just 24 hours, inundating communities with flash floods. And that's it for now, but do join us at 9 p.m. for our prime time news. My name is Iribami Salako. See you then.